Good morning, peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. So we are sporting. See that shine? You see that butterfly? You know how that light just reflects and shines. It's helping other people transform their dirty selves now. Just transform ourselves. So this is my jewelry. It's on my website. We have the butterfly bindi, the butterfly nose cuff, the butterfly ring, and there's some earrings that go with it as well. I just didn't wear them. There's a butterfly necklace, but it's not part of the set. If you go on the website, which is in the description box, you can transform too. And also on my fingers, I'm wearing my lotus flower ring, and I'm wearing the butterfly ring as well. So, good morning. So we're gonna have some noise around. My landlord's brother passed away, so it's like funeral vibes, and so it's probably gonna be very loud around here the whole weekend. I don't know if the funeral's here, maybe like the family comes over back here. I'm not sure, but I know they're preparing and making food, so you're gonna hear a lot of ladies and chatter and funeral vibes of Ghana. It's a big thing. So I love y'all. So yeah, y'all, I made this is a top I made. So I was inspired. We're gonna just talk to more people come on if they get the message. If not, we're gonna get the message. So I went to a regular mall in Accra, and I love crop tops. I've always loved crop tops since I was very very young. Okay, I mean maybe very young for me is like 16 maybe, and so I went into the mall and they had crop tops and I bought them, but they were made of this horrible synthetic blends that in Ghana, just imagine in Africa you're sweating and you're not properly releasing the sweat, and you just feel horrible. You can tell it's toxic for your body. It's just so I decided to create my own crop tops using the local fabric and the cotton. I'm going to show you right now. Show you right now. So this is my outfit. I'm sorry, this is my crop top. See, I wore my jeans with it. I told my seamstress where I wanted to fall. I created the whole entire style because I don't know if you'll notice, I love to show my shoulders. I love all the shoulder type stuff. And then the back actually has a zipper, so you can zipper it up and down to do it easily. It has elastic here, it has puff sleeves, and it's a French. I got the fabric from, well, the fabric is from Togo. I got it when had this whole thing done at the Volta region. But the Volta region where I live, it's right near, Volta region in general, is right next door to Togo. So you can go back and forth, you just walk over the border. So anyway, so a lot of fabric you buy in Hawaii, Volta region, is coming from Togo. And it's French, and it says, the joyous party of the women. I think it's an international day of the women, so it must have been to commemorate some type of commemoration for women. Okay, so I love this, and they're pretty. And I wish I could say, and the oil I'm wearing today, this oil I'm wearing is by this company, it's a local Ghanaian company called Locale, and they make the best, oh, I love their products, and I'm wearing it's like neem, it's an oil, and it's neem, and all the hibiscus, I think, anyways, all these other fragrances. And I smell, this is when I want that fresh and clean feel, then I wear this. It's very like fresh and clean. Like you feel like somebody really showered. It's like really big. It's a very citrusy, or floral in some ways, but fresh and clean. When I wear my cocoa butter with the vanilla essential oil in it, that one is very roomy and grounding and very sensual, even dark in a way that's sexy, like nighttime, but rooted and sensual. I love that one too. I have some different my body butters give me different energy. I got one that it penetrates, but it doesn't look shiny, and that's fine when I want that look too. Where more almost doesn't seem like it has a rosemary fragrance. So anyway, it's wonderful. So yeah, y'all. I hope. Thank you for the love. And who is here? Shara B. Good morning to you. Sending love and bless to you. Love the butterfly. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to get started on the reading. I just want to give thanks and praise to the Divine Most High. And I want to give thanks and praises to every one of you. I want to give thanks and praises to the highest ancestors. Oh, and of course, you see the hair wrap goes with it. Okay. And I want to give thanks to your highest ancestors that absolutely love you. You are loved, you are guided, you are protected. You know, never fear the evildoers. I'm going to repeat it again. We need to get a little closer. Never fear the evildoers. You really are protected. You have to believe, if you say you're spiritual or even if you're religious, and you say all these things about God protecting you, not letting your enemies come near you, will cast out the demons, whatever, and then you run when the first thing goes awry, or you know, when somebody threatens you, or maybe or somebody tells you negative things, you are not standing your ground with the divine. You are not. People mess with you because they want to see if they can mess with you. But they have no power. As a matter of fact, you have all the power. And do you know why I say that? You must be really somebody if people are bothered by your existence. If people are bothered by the very fact that you are breathing and living, and they might even run into you, and that's going to mess them up. If people want to be where you are so much that they need you to get out so they can be where you are, because they're so bothered that you and them can't share the same space. And that same space could be, could be family members, the same house. It could be community members, so-called neighbors, the same neighborhood. And some people don't even want you in the same state, and some only want you in the same country, and others only want you in the same continent because they're so afraid of you. And those people that's usually afraid of you are people that did something to you. They have a guilty conscience. They did something and you were supposed to break. You were supposed to fall. You were supposed to go away. You were supposed to shatter. You were supposed to shrink. And the fact that you didn't is beyond them. See, they ain't never seen nothing as powerful as you. They read about it. They thought that they even were it, but they're the ones that's more concerned about you, and you are living your amazing, wonderful life, and they ain't being bothered by these other people. They're afraid of your creativity, of your talent, but they're more afraid of your power. And they're even afraid of your class. Your class, the class that you have. I know sometimes I think about, I had a relationship with a younger person, and in my mind I always think like, dude, I'm younger. You're younger, I'm older, so I'm not gonna even react in the same way some young girl would react. I'm gonna keep it cute and classy. Now, once I had to go to Brooklyn, but I don't do that anymore. That was my last time. Pushed me too far, I had to respond. But I ain't there like that. This grown woman stuff over here. When you grown, you ain't thinking, yes, it happened, it was for the best, but not just grown and spiritual. Let me tell you why you don't have to be afraid. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was speaking of another friend of ours who, I was going to say, for lack of a better word, could be a little promiscuous. And she's way in her 50s, but something must have happened where, I don't know, she just sleeps around, okay? And she has moved to an African country, and my friend was concerned that, you know, she moved to this African country, she's very vulnerable, she's going to get taken advantage of. Now, this woman is damn near 60 years old, the woman that was spoken of. And I wanted to say, no. She's been other places too. She always comes out on top. I've never even seen her get hurt in that way. And you know why? And so we should step out the way. And she's like, well, I want to introduce her to a guy, somebody that I believe is safe. She's going to do the same thing. She's going to love him and leave him. She's protected. And we don't need to step in the way to protect not just a grown person, but really anybody. The most we can even do for our children is put protective energy around the protective light and guidance. But do you know why those that seem sweet and innocent, seem vulnerable in some ways, why really nothing really ever truly, really, they used to give them a lesson, but nothing too tragic, is because God takes care of fools and babies. God takes care of fools and babies. So anytime people say you should run, you should hide, you should go, you should leave, you should be afraid, and you got to look at yourself and you don't believe, you don't feel afraid, you don't feel to leave, you don't feel to run. It's because you know why you don't feel that way? Because you have lived long enough to know that God takes care of fools and babies, and you are one of those. And that sometimes you're both. Look at your life and the situations you were in throughout your life and see how you were unscathed, that nothing really touched you. You got into it, you learned the lesson, and you got out at the nick of time. Because God takes care of fools and babies. Let me tell you about fools and babies, what that means, I believe, in a spiritual sense. It means that God takes care of the innocent. God takes care of the one that has love in their heart. The innocence, the fool is the one that will go even when everybody say not. It's the baby that you say don't touch the fire and they will still touch it. It's the one that says, they say don't go up that hill and you don't know what's up there and you go and find out what's up there. That's the fool, but that's the fool in the best way. That's the courageous, adventurous to him. Come on, we still in sad season. That's the adicampo. That's the trailblazer. That's the seer. That's the visionary. That's you. You're going to know. You could be lying. You thinking maybe when you went up to that mountain, you faced the devil. It might not be up there. I might face an angel, and most likely you do. Or maybe it's like those old tales of the village people who never went to the top of the mountain because they heard for centuries and through all their passed down tales that evil lives on top of the mountain. And therefore nobody ever went up there. And this youth comes and asks all the elders, well, have you ever seen the demon that lives on top of the mountain? And everybody said, no, but I heard and I read and my grandfather told me. And it's this one kid that realized that he has looked and asked every elder and wise person in town, in the village, if no one's seen the demon on top of the mountain, how do we know it's there? You need one person to ask that question. How do we know it's there? How do we know that there's demons at the top of the mountain? What if there's God at the top of the mountain? And that very precocious little boy walks up that mountain and he has fear and he's scared and it's cold. And he feels alone, but he can walk back. He can go back to his safety. But he knows that if he goes back to his safety, he also goes back to the unknown. And he can no longer live in the unknown. He has walked too far. He has climbed too far. So he continues to go up to the mountain. And at some point after the darkness, the cold, the barren land, the dryness, he perseveres and he starts to see greenery and light and sunlight and feels water and dew, and he feels warmth and protective energy and angels. And when he gets to the very tippy top of the mountain, there sits the divine Most High in his masculine and feminine form, welcoming him and says to him, you are the brave one. You are the one that knew that the demons was not on top of the mountain. The demons was in the minds of the people, passing that same notion down from generation to generation. And look, down there, they live in fear. They grow old because they believe that it is true. They grow sick because they believe that is true. They grow barren because they believe that it is true. But you believe that there was something higher in a mountain, which makes so much sense. The demons are down there. God is up here. And you, my son, or you, my daughter, you have reached the peak. And that's where they didn't want you to go. Had you turned back, had you listened to the people, you would have lived and died with no adventure, no knowledge, no wisdom, and definitely no understanding. So I commend you, my son. I commend you, my daughter. Keep going, because God takes care of fools and babies, and you are both. And it's a metaphor for the child within us. Don't let there's children and then there's brats. There's grown people that's brats. It's like, I did all these terrible things to hurt this person. I stabbed her behind her back. I betrayed her. I lied to her. And now I'm scared because I don't know. I got to sleep with one eye open. I'm fearful that she's still around and she's going to do something. When in fact, she's not thinking about you. Her eyes are upon the mountain. Her eyes are upon the divine. Her eyes are upon God. And that's the only one that you should listen to. No one else. Let no man put us under. Move forward. Do not be afraid. Your childlike is the baby, and the fool is the one that questions what everybody else believes. You have to be that person. You are protected. You are really protected in more ways than one. You have to feel it. You have to go against what everybody else believes. The whole village, the elders, the wise men, the shamans, the queen mothers, everyone went for the tale that was told instead of going up and seeing for themselves. Because we live in a very cooperative society, and in some ways that sounds really nice, cooperating together. You could be cooperating in foolishness, cooperating in fear, cooperating in hurt, cooperating in a poverty mindset, cooperating in a scarcity mindset. That's what you could be doing. Is that what you want to do? Is that where you want to go? Is that what you want to be? There's so much more. You live in a small life for fools. Don't let fools lead you. When you let somebody move you, when you know you're on a trajectory and you're going somewhere, and someone who's mad at you and say, I'm going to put a spell or voodoo or this or that, or I'm going to prevent you, or I want you to leave. Why would you listen to fools? You already on a higher ground. They're scared. You're not. They're fearful of you instead of moving on with their lives and having their own lives and being bold in their life. Listen, you move in that direction, y'all do your thing. But you do your thing. The power of the mind, the power of wisdom, the power of spiritual ancient guidance. It lives within. And let me tell you something about it. It's fearless. Anything that has you scared is not God. Anything that has you scared is not a higher power. You are entertaining the devil, the demons that they thought was in the mountains, but was right there with them, was right there in their gossip with each other, right there in their voodoo and spells and juju they put on each other, right there with their lustful ways, right there with their hating and disgusting hatred upon others, right there with their insecurities. That is the demon. That's where it lives. And if you don't want to live there, you have to leave that. And you have to spiritually, what they say, metaphorically go to the mountain and sit with the divine. Because you are the divine when you sit with the divine. You are the divine when you tap into the divine. So tap into the divine. Do not be afraid. Keep going. Follow your own spirit. Soothe the people for you that's afraid for you. Matter of fact, tell them, please don't be scared for me, because you're messing up the energy. You putting out things that ain't even there. You know, I've seen this. I'm living and learning. People that do things to you and then think they got away with it but they realize they didn't, because they would have got away with, you would go away. You would leave. They would destroy you. They would take you down. They would not want you to live again. And make sure this is good. Yeah. Yeah, so I would love to read this comment, and thank you so much. Please call me Ruani. She says, you are a beautiful and inspiring woman. Your words genuinely touch my heart and mean more to me than you know. Thank you so much, and send much love from Iran. Hey, thank you so much. You are very, very welcome. And I want to always remember that many are here. It is your heart that you follow. It is your heart that you follow. And that's where the Most High sits. I remember this person tried to have this discussion with me like, well, the thing is, you follow your heart and I follow my spirit. In other words, she was like, you follow your heart and I follow God. First of all, why do you think there's a difference? God is love. It sits within your heart. That's why the heart is so important. And I looked at her like, first of all, you're trying to low-key, diss me. Let's talk about that. You're trying to low-key diss me. The other thing is, you're trying to act like you're superior. You don't know that God is everywhere? God is actually down in the valley as well. Because a lot of us are in the valley, and that's where the divine goes. And when I say God, I'm not picturing a male figurehead or head figure. I'm picturing a divine union, a divine expression of divine masculinity and divine femininity. A bosom and a strong arm to hold you. Y'all, I have been through so much, but it was all for my spiritual ascension. My spiritual ascension in the body. A lot of us think we have to leave the body to ascend. But we ascend in the body every single day when we understand who we are. People that fear you in some distorted way understand who you are. They're so afraid of you that they have to harass you. They have to get you to be afraid. But when you listen, because you're listening with the ear of the divine, you're feeling with the heart of the divine. You're seeing with the mind of the divine. You can see the childishness, even the misspelled words. I won't even go there. The ridiculousness. And if there's insanity over there, and you are standing in truth, then truth is going to trump insanity every single time. You're not the one. They chose the wrong one. Not that you're fearless in yourself, you're fearless in the divine that walks with you. They are not walking with the divine. They are in the valley, looking up at the mountain, afraid to go high. So they are crawling on their knees with the demons that they think is up there when it's inside of them. You ain't walking with that. You ain't got no problems with that. Matter of fact, you so loving and you so godlike, you don't even have a problem with them. You want them to live to their highest and their fullest. It's just that they know what they've done, so they don't feel comfortable, they don't think they can, but you still send love. Now, you don't send that false love. You don't have to forgive and all that stuff. I ain't there right now. But what you do have to do is want the best for them, even if they think the worst of you. They're not really that important in your life. Their wishes, their spells, their words, their thoughts, their energy, it's not significant. It's not working. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. And actually it is. It's returning back to them. Who are you? You should ask yourself every morning. Who am I that they don't want me to live here? Who am I that they want to get rid of me? Who am I? Damn you somebody, and you didn't even know it. They picked the wrong one. Don't worry. Things are changing. The tides are turning. It's all going down, okay? And you ain't going down, okay? Because you already been down. You know what down is. You know what foolishness is. You are wise. No matter how old you are, wisdom is not just for the elders, because some of them is fools. These young people are going to have to learn today, okay? They're going to really have to learn, like, I'm being come out a bit and just tell you, at my age, I want to live a beautiful, wonderful life. I want longevity. As Martin Luther King said, I've been to the mountaintop and I have seen the coming of the Lord. But he said he ain't gonna get there with you, but I'm there. I'm gonna lead you. If anything, you need to humble yourselves and step into the life of a king. Give your life to the divine, which is within yourself. Change your ways. Because I'm moving forward and I'm moving mountains so that I can create more, so that I can go higher. Because there's higher gods, higher parts of your divine self. And you out here crawling in the valley, worrying about me. We're not going to do that. We're absolutely not going to do that. We are going to move forward. Instead of just being happy that you was even blessed, or anybody, to be in the presence of someone who has love, even for you, and for all that you create and all that you bring. But when you're not loving, you can't even see that the person is genuinely loving. You think the person is faking. Do you know people are walking around with that love that you have in your heart, that discernment that you have in your heart, but more of that deep contemplation, that checking into yourself. Is it me? What can I do differently? What could I have done differently? That's dopeness right there. They think you're faking. She's faking. She can't be that loving. Oh, she's faking. She can't be that forgiving. Oh, she's faking. She can't have let that go. They're so scared because when people do things to you and you don't retaliate, they think I should sleep with one eye open because eventually she's playing. And when they understand you really want the best for them. And if they believe that what they have in their lives is the best, then that's what you want. I'm a grown woman. I am not thinking about these kids. I'm not thinking about these kids. So anyway, y'all, we give thanks and praises to the Divine Most High. We give thanks and praises to the Divine Most High. Yes, Grand Rising, you look exceptionally beautiful today. Thank you, Nicole. I've been checking you out. You always beautiful. Hey, Beverly, good morning. I was going to send you a message say, hey, I'm on, but you came on. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, your first mind is really the only mind. And it's like when I look at the first mind, people are referring to the third eye, right? So go with your intuition. That's your first mind. Go with the first thought that came. That's your first mind. Go with that thing that says something told me, but you did the other thing. That's your first mind. But your first mind is really about your first line. It really is about an alignment, right? It's almost like the one goes straight up and down. If you look at the number one, right? The number one, the first represents alignment. It's saying that my mind, my body, my spirit must all be in alignment. In other words, one can't be thinking one thing and the other one feeling another thing and the other one seeing another thing. My thoughts, my mind, my body, my feeling, my mind, what I see, and the spirit, what I know, has to all be in alignment. So when I'm picturing things, some call visualization, I have to picture it with all of those things engaged in oneness. You are in oneness. Just because you walk the earth, people think you're like them, but you are not like them. That's why you've always been feeling different. But you get older, you learn to embrace those differences. You start to love those differences. And then you feel like you make mistakes. Sometimes you come into people's lives to just say, listen, I know you thought you could dog me, treat me, this, that. Like, you thought, this ain't no game. They ain't used to real spiritual people. They're used to peace and love and light, but they're doing all kinds of dirt in the background. Matter of fact, they're the ones talking about peace and love and light, and they're doing the dirt. And then they meet you, who really is an OG in peace and love and light, and really about it, and they go, well, what is this? It is an opportunity for you to rise up. They can't believe that a person could not hate but even forgive in the sense that I'm not bothered. I'm okay. I want the best. You are my children. I'm not thinking about y'all like that. You know, you really got to understand, like, they ain't never been around a grown, whole, healthy woman. Some people ain't never seen that. And I'm not saying that we are perfect. I'm saying we the spiritual ones that go in every day and contemplate and see and figure it out and go back and what could we have done differently, even though they've done so much to us. It's not being a sucker. It's saying that what you've done has no power over me. What you've said has no power over me. If anything, you helped me. It was I brought that in. I brought you in. I brought that lesson in. I needed that, so I thank you for helping me to love myself more. I thank you for that. That's when your anger goes away. If you're angry at anybody right now, I promise when you really see, I mean, not that nice, toxic spirituality, be like, it's all divine, and you mad as hell. No. I'm talking about that. You're going to get to a point when you really realize, I called this in because I wanted to change, because you asked for it. You asked for it in a prayer, meditation, when you asked for this manifestation to manifest. You asked for this because you needed this to get to the other side. I'm so grateful. You didn't die. You good. You different. That's great. You should be. You want something different, you're going to have to be something different. You asked for it. It's good. It's great. You living too? You alive? You did great. And people can't understand that they were your lesson. They were your blessing. I know now. I know. You'd be like, oh, we going far now, sis. They were your blessing. That's why you can't even be mad. You're not even mad at them. You're like, y'all played your part really well, and I'm good. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to live. I am 58 years old, so I'm not really trying to waste a whole lot of time with the young people that they ain't figured it out yet. I am not your enemy. I am not your foe. I am so far away from what y'all doing. Like, it's like they just gotta look. This is a grown lady. I'm a child. She doing grown lady shit. I'm doing childish ass shit. See, this is where we gotta figure this out. She ain't thinking about us because she got a whole bunch of other stuff to do, and we out here don't have nothing to do because we don't have no good guidance. We don't have nobody who ain't listening to the elders. We ain't got no elders that got sense like this lady over here. I got nothing but love for you, honey. I got nothing but love for you. Yeah, whatever. Y'all don't get me Brooklyn mad, and I'm trying not to do that. Trying not to do that. So anyway, I digress because I'm human. But I love y'all. I hope you're well, perfect, whole, and complete. Hey, good morning, Lakeisha. We don't have time. We have time to waste. These little kids, like y'all got to be. I'm dealing with some kids. It's like toddlers in the playground, and they think that I'm their age when I'm not. It's almost like y'all. Let me explain this to y'all. Come and go, enjoy life, stay together forever, have 50,000, live your young person life. I don't have periods anymore. I don't care about y'all. I got menopause, hot flashes that still come and go even at 58. I don't care about y'all. My days is not as long as yours. I don't care about y'all. I got money to be made. Okay, I got things to do. I got legacies to create. I don't really care about y'all. Okay, I'm trying to keep my breast up. Okay, my booty to stay at a certain level. I don't care about y'all. I want my blood pressure to be right. I don't care about y'all. Like what? I'm trying to get my bank account fat. I don't care about y'all. I don't care what y'all doing. I don't care who you're doing with. I don't care if you go. I don't care. I promise you'll see me. I might even smile. I don't care about y'all. I don't care what y'all doing. I want to wish you the best. I hope everything works out the way you want it to work out. I'm not thinking about y'all in that way. So y'all, go play in the goddamn playground and grow up at the same time. Because I'm trying to play in my grown people playground over here. It's a grown people play. It's like even in Ghana, y'all, like the children don't sit with the adults. So like even in America, like something they got like the children room. I see like the Black Americans that really got the old roots still in them. They'll have a table for the children. There's a table for the children. In Ghana, the table could be the goddamn floor. They brutal. I love it out here. It's brutal in the village. There's only 2 seats. Where the guests gonna get a seat, and maybe the oldest in it. The kids, you get a seat in the corner on the floor. Okay, and you're gonna be happy sitting your butt on the floor eating because you got some food, right? I mean, it's so, woo child. So yeah, I really don't have time. So I'm just going to continue to move in my direction and pray that they all will move in their direction, and maybe we could all coexist. But the thought of trying to get somebody to leave a whole country because y'all want to be it's so ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm even speaking on it. Anyway, I love you with all my heart, and you are my children. So I'm going to send you some blessings and some love, and we're going to coexist anywhere in the world together or apart, preferably. All right, see. Anywho. I know that's the problem. That is the problem, Nicole. Nicole said you looked at ACEs, they confused. They got me effed up. That's what it is. They are confused. I thought about this too because it's serious. Hey, Sacred Lady, this is real talk. Yes, go play with the other kids. They're grown folks' business. Exactly. But I think that is what it is. It's the look. It throws them off. It's like, oh, she look our age. She about our height. She look our height. Look, she little. She look outside. Look at her. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I thought she was I'm not your age. I'm almost 6. Will you leave a 60-year-old woman alone damn near? Ooh, child. But y'all, I'm trying. And y'all, don't let nothing break your spirit. But more than that, that's why you gotta laugh about this stuff. But don't let nothing even throw you off. You are doing great. You got to keep going. I was really thinking, we got the new year coming. Like, what do I want to do? Where do I want to be? And don't get it twisted, y'all. Like, sometimes, like anywhere else, I've been in Ghana for next March will be 6 years, right? And sometimes I'll be like, oh, is this the last frontier for me? Because when I first moved, I was like, oh, this is the last frontier. Like, I'm home. Like, there's nothing else. And now I think of different things that I want. There's a lot that I want, But some people say, oh, well, why don't you try other African countries? And some will be like, oh, I'm good. Like, I might want to try some European countries. There's some certain things I need right now, And I realized that if I say I have a bad day, it doesn't mean that I want to pack it all up and go. It's not even bad days. I actually have pretty wonderful days. I mean, there's certain things that I don't have to worry about. So there's this chart called the Maslow chart, and it's a hierarchy chart. And he has it shaped like a pyramid. And on the top is these things, but actually the highest is self-actualization. And on the bottom, just think about chakras, is those basic needs being met. And the idea is you can't even get to the higher realms of consciousness until if you don't feel like you got enough to eat. So basically, you don't want to be worried about how I'm going to pay the rent, how I'm going to eat, you know what I'm saying? How am I going to take good care of myself? How am I going to take care of my basic needs? For me, Ghana is a place where, because I don't have the same type of stress, as me that economically, right? I don't necessarily know bills you have. I don't really have to worry about too much eating. I mean, I can go to the village and basically get fruit off the tree. Like, matter of fact, I'm growing a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? So there's these basic needs that's being met that you can go through those higher elevations or those self-actualization. Now, in all fairness, though, and I do want to say this, I was self-actualizing when I was in the States. I remember the elder man, E.W. Wainwright, when I met him, he said, I'm going to call you the self-actualization queen, or the self-actualizing queen. I'm always there. I'm going to always be there. I was there when I was a kid. Even though we didn't have a lot to eat, sometimes we didn't have nothing. I used to love the sun. I probably was getting so much nutrients in every way from that sun. And when I was in that sun, I didn't see the life that I was living. I saw the life that I wanted to. At that time, I didn't have a lot of clothes. I imagined myself with lots of clothes. Am I not clothes up and down every single damn day? Come on, every single wonderful day. I wanted warmth because I didn't like the cold. I'm a Leo. I'm a double Leo and a Sag. So I wanted warmth. And am I not in one of the hottest places, one of the hottest continents in the world, right? You know, I still was able to move to different places, and I meant that in my consciousness. So once I started, I would say like 2000, or whenever I moved to Cali in the 1992, 1 or 2, but it was in 2000, and I felt like a second woman, and I was able to say, I'm going to be able to sit down, and I'm going to be able to go within. And it was like me meeting me. It was the kid that already knew how to self-actualize because she had nothing else. I didn't have to worry about food, there was none. I didn't have to worry about what I wore. I only had 1-2 pairs of outfits to wear. You see how deep that is, that even in a way you could not even have the basic needs, which in a sense makes that basic. Sometimes having too much makes you don't know what you want because you got so much. When you don't have anything, you can dream better. You can paint the picture because the canvas is blank. It's a difference. So in one way, it was interesting. Not having allowed me to self-actualize in my way. So when I got older and I was able to do the inner work due to just living life. I don't want to call it trauma, but we do pick up trauma living life. And I didn't realize what a pleasure. And it was funny. It was when I was on public assistance. I received cash aid. I was getting I don't know what they call it anymore. EBT job, because it's been a long time, but I was getting food stamps basically. That's what they were when I was young. But they had the card, and I was going to school. I was taking theater and dance and all these other amazing, wonderful courses. It gave me an opportunity to be able to do me and to self-actualize. And all these blessings were just coming in to, it's funny, in a way I've had times where the money in the bank, the number looked real low, but yet everything I needed was provided for. And I now know why. It's because I put the divine first. When you go within, you're putting the divine first. And you take care of me, I take care of you. When God says, when you take care of me, when you take care of the God within me, which is in you, when you take care of the divine within you, I'm going to take care of you because you take care of me. Do you get what I'm saying? And I know that vibe now. I get where I was. It's funny, like I'm in a room and it's so blank and it's so canvas, a blank canvas, because I'm creating new. I've created so much. And now it's just time for higher creations. I'm doing my thing, and I'm doing it humanly. So many people have never really actually seen a full human being because so much of us have been broken, our human parts of ourselves, because of things that have happened to us along the way. When we close our heart, when we become bitter, we close human parts of ourselves. So when I was going through heartbreak and actually was bold enough to say it, people were upset about it because it called them out in the way. And I wasn't about them, it was about me. Because that's human. So now I ain't there no more. I'm in another place. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling great. I can see the bigger picture. But that part that continues to remain the same is to go back inside and to sit with self and to know thyself. It's a continual job, y'all. And if you get a chance to ever do it, then you're grateful. That means you're still alive. And you can create something new. I don't know, like this going forth, this going forth, I'm not so concerned more about as much about acquiring more material things because I have a lot, to be honest. I want to acquire, I got a master group, right? Mastermind group. And we were talking about this idea of, and I know it's out there somewhere anyway, but like if you do a circle in the middle of a page, but a smaller one, what would be the core values or the things that have to connect to this? What's the most important thing to you? Period. And mine is family and community. I want to have more family and community wherever I go. I've isolated myself a lot, but it's not necessarily I feel like I'm isolating myself. When sometimes like, y'all, I'm on TV. This is freaking TV to people. I got stalkers and people that want to be me and want to desperately swap with me, want to take what I got and some have. And I mean, it made my life make sense of why I have to guard my life and guard myself and protect myself and love myself. So to ask for community and family, it's got to be in a way that is right for me. It's not the people that my fans who then turn into haters, or people who admire me to the point they want to be. It's just not, we need real friends and real community and real family and so I'm opening myself more up to that. And I know in that, all the other, because I got stuff, the land, the apartments, I don't really need to ask for nothing else material. Let me make this do what it do. So that I could, I want something different I'm 58. In 2026, I'm approaching 59. So things change. I was reviewing my videos, which I'm going to be selling my videos to replays to all the videos that I've privated now that's not on YouTube. It's on YouTube, but you can't see it, but you will. I'm gonna sell playlists of it. And I was reviewing them, and I remember, I was seeing it go, oh my God, look at her, like look at that body, look at that skin, look at that this, look at that. Like that woman right there was amazing and smart and spiritual. And spirit is nudging me like, look in the mirror, look right here. That woman still exists, but in a lot of ways, and some people can't see it because they're stuck on who I used to be, I'm better. The reason why sometimes people can't see the better is because they saw the rawness. They saw the sadness. They saw the anger. They saw the bitterness. They saw a real live human being living in the 3D, and it scared them. They wanted the perfect husband and the perfect house and the perfect cabinets and the perfect home. That was a part of that time. Before YouTube, there was imperfection too. There was no YouTube to even show it. The woman I am now is a whole woman. Now I know what a whole woman is. A woman who goes through all of it and still does it with grace and freaking with style, baby. Because, like, I have a friend, and I love her. She's here, Lakeisha. I shout you out. She was like, yeah, girl, you was going through that heartbreak, but you was, I love it. I wish, this like should be on a t-shirt, like a bumper sticker. I was going through all that heartache, but she was like, but you wore your lipstick every day. I want y'all to feel that for a minute. It's a metaphor. But you wore your lipstick every day, but you got up and looked good every day, but you oiled your body every day, but you created a garden, a farm, a guest house, You redecorated your whole place about 3 times in 2 months. I mean, you showed us how to even go through heartbreak with grace and with style and with beauty. Y'all though, what? Y'all ain't see all that. Y'all talk about them old videos, which are absolutely amazing, fantastic. They actually healing me. Don't get me wrong, them old videos is dope. I see what y'all want. I've been watching it. I'm healing from it. But I look back and I go, yeah, it was nice and yeah, but I just keep hearing spirit saying, you can't go back. That just shows you why you are where you are. That just shows you how far you have come. You are here because of what you've done, that rigorous life, that devotee life up to spirit and to spirituality your way. This woman that's sitting here, oh, she's gritty. Okay, she got guts. She's courageous. She's brave. Like, this is brave. What I do and please. So I just keep getting the message, and maybe it's for somebody else. You can't go back, so stop looking back. Don't look back. Don't go back. Go forward. Here said, if you want to move to somewhere else, it ain't going back. It's going forward. If you want to change something about your career, your life, go forward, not back. Oh, somebody is smoking. Y'all, I can't take the smell of weed. Oh my God, I was with a person smoking a lot of weed, and I was just so weed out that the smell of it made me feel inside. Somebody smoking. Okay, anyway, sorry for the weed smokers. I don't have a problem with it. It made me feel good at the time. My heart don't actually, literally, my heart don't like it. That's why we don't do that. Okay. Yes, thank you for that. That was funny though. I love that. That's right, Beverly. That's right. This is 60. Yes, yes. That's why Beverly says, okay, yes. Encountering someone with knowledge of self can be disoriented. We are calm and centered and self-assured in a world of chaos. This can be alarming for some. You are absolutely right, Nicole. Hey, Nicole Spencer, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, hi. I thought you were still in the 50s, thinking, how did I miss that birthday? Oh, yeah, 58. Still 58. That is right. You still got up every day. Thank you, Lakeisha. I love you for that. Yeah. Hey, Lakeisha. That's right. Hey, Beverly. How are you? Yes, I'm doing well. How are you? Yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Yes. Lakeisha had just asked me. She said, where is Beverly? She asked about you. It was a connection. And there you are. So, oh, Queens. Lord have mercy. Go forth. Like I said, I was in the salon, I'll tell a story, and it was a young woman, and I was in the salon, she getting my little nails done, and I was there like 5 minutes because I was at the end of my session and my service, and she was waiting, and she was slightly in the back of me, and I was sitting in the chair talking to the technician, and she said, excuse me, I don't know how old you are, but however old you are, I want to be you when I grow up. And she sat there and said, if I touch you, can you lay hands on me? Can you hold me? Can we be in prayer so that I can get some of what you got? That's what these youngsters need to be doing. Instead of trying to be mad at you and fight you, they need to come over here and say, how do you do what you do? Because I really want to know. They need to sit here and say, how can I get some of that? Because I want to respect the fact that I'm a baby next to you. And they got to look at you and say, I know you're a black woman. I know you've been through some stuff, but you still coming out. You still looking like this, feeling like this, thinking like this. How can I be that? You should never come up against an OG. It's not good for your health. It's ridiculous. It's dumb, and you're hurting yourself. Because you could be getting this. I got love for these young ladies out here. I don't got no hate. I'm not in competition with you. Why would I be in competition with my daughter? That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous to me. So yeah, I really don't have time for the little people games. And we're going to all grow up today, okay? So we can all coexist in this world. And we can be fine. I ain't mad. I'm happy. I'll see you all in the next video. Yes, yes, thank you. Oh my God, I don't know. Whew, child. I'll see you in the next one. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.